Hey Kirk kids and families. We focus a lot on God's character and how we can live our lives to be more like Him. This week we're all focused on Easter, so let's take a minute and let's look at the connection between God's character and Easter. In the beginning, God created the Garden of Eden, and in this paradise, God walked with His people, He taught them, He even spent time with them face to face. It's sad that Adam and Eve broke God's rule and turned their backs on Him, but even then, God had a plan to rescue His people. Through generations, God showed His love to His people. He showed Abraham His love when He provided a sacrifice to take the place of Isaac. He showed the Israelites His love when He protected them at the Passover. He sent prophets like Isaiah to send message after message of God's love. Then when the time was right, God brought His very own Son, Jesus, to show His love to His people. Jesus walked with His people, taught them. He even lived like us with temptations and struggles, but never sinned. Jesus' enemies betrayed Him and handed Him over to be crucified. It was a confusing time for His followers, but God knew it was part of His rescue plan. And our memory verse for this week is John 3:16. For God loved the world so much that He gave His one and only Son, that whoever believes in Him will not die, but have eternal life. God sacrificed Jesus to take our place. Because we are protected by Jesus' blood, we can have a personal relationship with God who loves us. But that wasn't the end of God's rescue plan with Jesus dying for us. 3 days later, God brought Jesus back from the dead, and He proved that His love was more powerful than anything, even death. And it doesn't matter what our circumstances are, we can trust God because we believe in the sacrifice He made for us. We can walk in a relationship with Him, and we can know the power of His love. In this week's Bible story, we're going to take a look at some of the incredible statements Jesus made. So incredible that some people had trouble believing in everything He said. And when Jesus died, even His followers doubted if His words were true. But then the most amazing miracle happened. Jesus came back to life, and all the incredible things He said came true. And this week's bottom line is when Jesus came back from the dead, it proved that everything He said was true. And I want to leave this important truth. Even when Jesus came back to life, He continued to tell God's big story to the followers that doubted Him. So when we doubt God, we need to remember that God kept the biggest promise of all. And we need to trust Him that He'll keep His other promises to us as well. We'll see you this Easter Sunday, Kirk kids.